Welcome to Simply STEAM. What is STEAM? It's an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. It's all about discovering the world around you. Oftentimes, these avenues of learning converge and overlap, and that's a good thing. One of my goals with this series of videos on STEAM is to present challenges that will encourage and inspire kids of all ages. That way, learning can take place at each individual level as each child gains experiences and knowledge right where they are. For instance, our first challenge is going to be about things that float on water. A very young child might just get out of it, hey, things actually float on water, and that would be all that they need at that time. An older child might want to go a little further and say, what kind of things float? Not everything floats. So they may want to do experiments deciding what does float and what doesn't float. And an even older child might want to use these challenges to use the knowledge they gained with their natural curiosity to experiment, explore, and investigate even further. They might already know certain things float and certain things don't. But why is that? What makes certain things float and what makes certain things sink? They might want to investigate surface tension, buoyancy, and those kinds of things. So my hope is that these videos will encourage and inspire kids to keep moving forward with their curiosity using the investigative skills and challenges that they see here. We will be exploring and discovering those areas of STEAM through challenges using a specific process, and it begins with a challenge. Once you have the challenge, you need to come up with a plan. This is where you brainstorm and put it on paper. Plan possibilities on how to complete the challenge. Sometimes we need to have plan A, plan B, and even plan C. Draw out your ideas. Write notes, do sketches, and it's okay if your plans are a scribbly mess, as long as you know how to read them and they make sense to you. Okay, ready to put your plan in action? Great. Create. That's our next step. Here's where you will use and hone your problem solving and critical thinking skills. Gather all the things you need and start making that plan come to life. And then there's the test part. We all know that's the best part. Now we test our ideas to see what does and doesn't work. Which brings me to an important point. What if your plan fails? It's okay, it's okay. We can learn a lot when things don't work out. As you explore your solutions and plans, and need to think of new ways to figure those out, you will probably encounter new challenges. Testing is important because if you don't try, you're not going to know if it works. The final step is to analyze and ask yourself some questions. Look at your results and apply what you've learned to new challenges. Ask yourself, why were some of the successes and why did some things just not work out right? Failures are actually successes. You have succeeded in learning. Failure is natural and useful. When we don't get it right the first time, we're forced to go back and come up with a new plan to test. But this time, you know more about it. Ask yourself, how can you improve your plan? What tests or experiments can you do to learn more? Enjoy the challenges and discoveries. See you back here in the lab soon.